Hi there, Terry here, sharing another process video for Bramble Fox. This time using the Cosy Days perspective from the November Fox box, along with a little pink mug as well. It's got a heart on it. So I'm using these papers from the Simple Stories Cosy Days collection. I've ripped half a sheet of this pink diamond shaped patterned paper, and I'm going to cut out some of the diamonds so that I can then backfill those with that purple kind of plum coloured patterned paper. So I'm just cutting out random diamond shapes at the moment, avoiding the top area where I'm going to put my photo with that lovely chipboard frame that's from Simple Stories as well. So I'm just using a craft knife and a metal ruler just to simply cut out the diamond shapes, dead easy. I'm not thinking too much about exactly where they're going. I just don't want them too near to some of the edges. So I'm just showing where I'm putting my frame, and decide to cut an extra one at the top, so there's a few more peeking out. So I've pulled out this beautiful plum paper. I'm just going to cut some small pieces to be able to backfill the holes with. I'm going to pop them up on foam pads so that it adds some dimension to the layout. So because they're not all in strips, I've cut out rectangles of the patterned paper to go over where the diamonds are. I'm being a bit frugal with the paper. If you wanted to, you could have just backed the half sheet of patterned paper with another half that you've just cut out, but I wanted to use that purple for other layouts. And if you've watched my Project Life process video, you'll see that I do actually use that plum and kind of tartan checker paper as part of my Project Life for this month. So I'm just adding some glue, and then I'm going to stick that to this white cardstock, and that creates kind of the main area for decoration. I'm just tucking my photos in to that lovely frame and deciding where I want to put it. So I've decided I want to put some patterned paper behind it, and again, because I'm being frugal, I decide to distress the edges and then cut them in half so that I can use both sides of the patterned paper, but I don't have to have big pieces, as you can see when I stick it down. So I'm all for getting more out of my supplies, and this is a great way of doing it. So I want to add a bit of decoration to the bottom right hand side, so I've just ripped an area of cardstock out and backed it with that plum, and I'm just adding some bits of embellishment. So I've cut out one of these tags, which is from a cut apart sheet from the Simple Stories Cosy Days collection, and it's the one that has the little "Have a Cosy Day" letter and envelope. So I'm going to use the top of the tag there, and I've just added some twine, and I'm fussy cutting the envelope a little saying out so that I can tuck it in amongst the top of the photo there. So I've pulled out my title, which is this Cosy Days perspective. It's that beautiful plum colour, but because the chipboard frame also said Cosy Days, and I've got Cosy Day in the little envelope at the top, I decided to cover up the one on the chipboard frame, as I thought it was a bit too much, and it is also in the American spelling with the Z, which I don't mind in a small place, but not ideal for larger areas. So I've put a fishtail kind of tag piece over that, and then I've pulled another piece out and cut that for the bottom of where my title is. So I'm just adding in some stickers, some chipboard pieces just tucked in and around that frame. I've popped a mug which was from the sticker sheet, and I've put those on foam pads and put that over where the floral is and where the edge of that fishtail tag is, so it looks a bit neater and like it's meant to be there. So because it's all about hot chocolate, this layout, I've added lots of mugs in and around my layout. So to coordinate with the twine that I've got running through the tag at the top, I've just added a little bit tied around the C of Cosy Days. I just like how it kind of coordinates both areas. So I wanted to make the diamonds stand out a bit more, so I've gone round with a white Posca pen and done kind of a faux stitching. This would have been much easier to have done before I decided to stick everything down, but you know, these things come to you at the end. And I've also run it through my sewing machine, and you can see that there's now stitching along the white area of cardstock, the edge. So still just going in with a few more small embellishments, a few hearts here and there, these beautiful gold puffy hearts from Jen Hadfield, and some of the heart stickers from this 12x12 sticker sheet from the Simple Stories collection also, and just finishing off with some Nouveau drops in like a pale pink, just to add a different texture and some small details. Thanks for joining me on YouTube today. There's more process videos on the Bramble Fox channel, so check them out. I will leave links below to the Bramble Fox social media and to mine. But thanks again for joining me.